Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 16 of the 2024 Summer Olympics. We've been watching basketball, volleyball, and beach volleyball. It's been great. And to the Stitching the Summer Olympics, we are stitching something that is a part of a series. And for me, that's Mirabilia's Emerald Fairy. You're going to draw another one for me? Okay. Sew it. All right. I like that one. It almost looks like a doggy. Tour. What did you do? Okay. And some more on this side?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So good. Thank you. Miss Ada was concentrating on creating art for Grandma. Here's May's Emerald Fairy. Not sure why she's packed in a Christmas project bag. She's got strawberries around her.
I made it again.
Did you make it again? I've got specialty threads with this one.
Hold it, Grandma.
Hold it.
Yeah. Here.
Thank you. Okay, I will show it. Very good. Oh, that's a very good quilting line. I do like that. I could sew it.
I saw another one.
Okay. I think I'll put that aside and use it as inspiration for my new project bag. And I get to use a whole bag of metallics and beads. Of course, it's Mirabilia. And I'm getting the gumption to get this going. Oh, is it? He forgot it, huh? So it's been a long time. I gotta figure out where I am and why that pen is where it is.
I made it again.
Did you make it again?
Here. Here, so again.
Opening a kit, a project I'm working on today. Oh, I can't get it. Thank you. Be careful up high there.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw another one.
Ooh, that's a really good line. What a nice mountaintop that is. That's good, Ada. I like that.
I'm doing one for me.
Okay.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do?
Put on your,
Sewing?
yeah.
That almost looks like a whale breaching. Yes. Jumping. And this looks like, yes, a quilting line for sure. Very nice, Ada. So I've been improvising, creating this project bag with scraps. Here's some of the quilting I've done so far. And here's a line that I'm putting down to follow and do some stippling line following Miss Ada's improv quilt lining right here. I'm going to try to reproduce this and this on the bag. Let's get going on that. Pretty, pretty. I like that doggy. Okay, let's do it. This one's the deal. And here's what I came up with. I used a lightning bolt shaped zigzag and then went over it some more with what I found to be Ada's line. So my project bag will have Ada's quilt line right there. You see? So this is the inside. Behind the scenes, I sewed down by hand. And here's the right side. Little scrappy. I'll get that cleaned up. But here it opens. So this is the front applique with some lettering. And then here's the inside with overcasting from my sewing machine. That's the interior. There's the sides. And partial front. All right, there we go. Now I have to turn it right side out. I know it's going to be a funky shape, but I didn't want the zipper on top. And then I know I didn't put the sides on right, but really, who cares? It's going to be an envelope that is fully closed with a zipper opening, so it's fine. And it's all donated stuff, or yeah, from leftover scraps and leftover zipper. Push out those corners. All right, what do we have here? Take it over here and lay it out. The sides kind of look like a piece of luggage. And there's the front with the zipper at the top, or on the side top. Okay, getting to work here. I need to find out why this pin is in my product and how many rows I've done from there. I am right here in the center. Walk into the printer, and here's what I came up with. Put all those 6 pieces together, and this is my traveling copy so that I can sketch out what I've done so far. Okay, let's do it. The pin is in the center. So between then and now, I took a bath and I had all these bracelets off, and I thought, I have had these bracelets on during all these Olympic videos. I'll explain. This one has my grandkids and my kids' initials. My daughter made this for me for Mother's Day a couple of years ago. Eli, Ada, and Ev. This is a special bracelet. I love the metallic rock-like look to it. This is a special bracelet that was gifted to me by my dear friend Laura Lynn. My Pandora bracelet was gifted to me originally from a friend at retirement. She gave me the Masks of Comedy and Tragedy, my Steamboat Willie steering wheel, and the castle at Disneyland. Is it gonna turn? The Aldecoa Strong, Pray for Our Brother, with the fire hats, was a part of a gift set that was a fundraiser for Captain Aldecoa of the Anaheim Fire Department. He contracted the virus very early on and nearly passed from it. It really took him down. And he stood as the model for this artwork that the Disney artists produced with a fireman standing with Mickey having his hand shaken as a thank you. It became rather a lucky charm on my arm and a reminder to pray for our sons. So, got to count over and make sure I have the right amount of stitches to represent her dress here. I am going to be, I know, busy on this dress, but I am like dedicated to getting this white stitch done for her dress before I move on to anything else. Otherwise, I know I'm just gonna get distracted and go do other things. So get the white done and all will be well. There's so many goodies, thread and bead to come. So if I lay the foundation, I know all will go well. And I keep messing up the clicks of the end of my needle. And I know, okay, got it. While I'm working on that, I would like to talk to you a little bit about Versailles, the Castle of Versailles, and simply the Versailles area. It became quite the place to go out and hunt game and just be at a lodge back when the prince, the Dauphin, became Louis the 13th. And he visited way back in 1607 as a young man. And then in 1623, apparently, he had decided to officially build a small hunting lodge. It became the royal residence, as I've said, when Louis XIV developed a real liking to hang out at Versailles. And he just felt he had grown out of that whole lodge scene. And he was forced to go out there and live in 1641 to escape the smallpox epidemic. And then later in that century, in 1682, it became the official main residence of the court. Unbelievably, the palace at Versailles was unscathed during the French Revolution. Napoleon didn't live there when he was emperor because he preferred Trianon. The peace treaty of World War I was signed in the Hall of Mirrors between Germany and the Allied nations. It was Clamenou for the French, Woodrow Wilson for US, Lloyd George for Great Britain, and Orlando for Italy, who signed. It is just 9 miles from Paris, the edge of Paris, not the center of Paris. It's like just driving to the burbs, but you're in such a wooded area. It's beautiful. If you want to go out there by train, you take the RERC, and it will cost you round trip €7.30. During the Olympics, they've hosted out there the torch relay, equestrian events, cycling. The marathon passed through it, and the modern marathon took place there. And then the para-equestrian events will take place in September. It is 9,000 acres itself and 23,000 acres of a buffer zone around it, of forest. Interestingly enough, my husband and I were searching events in the Olympics, and it turns out modern pentathlon will not be in the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics. Versailles is a lovely, small town, and parks, it's a part of the castle area all around it. That little castle there was Louis XIV's mistress's separate living space that she demanded. That oak is amazing. We were talking about what has that oak seen in its many hundred years of standing there. You see my mom and I think myself. The gazebo, who's spoken words of love in there. Beautiful waterways. This is the playground farm area garden where Marie Antoinette would entertain her children, and as the story goes, she would have her staff help her with the children dye sheep's wool on them different colors. What are the sheep going to be today? Pink? Beautiful woodland area. Lovely walks. You could just almost picture carriages going by you. That's about exactly how wide those roads are. Getting back on the highway now, you can see Paris off in the distance. Coming back along the Seine. And here we are, almost back. Here's what I got done today. About 5 rows, 4 rows. I guess I'm okay with that, considering everything else we did. Thank you so much for being here. Give me a little like, and if you care to, go ahead and subscribe.